Conference Semifinals, Game 7. The Toronto Raptors have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Pistons. It's all come down to Game 7 of the Conference Semifinals. Up next.
Well, this is what we've all been waiting for. Game 7. The winner to advance to the conference finals and get one step closer to a championship. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at center. And for Toronto, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Then it's Barrett, and it's Big Cat, and it's Shed in at the point. Taking a look at Detroit, Greg is the lower seed. This is a scenario you might have taken coming into the series. Now they're faced with winning a Game 7 on the road.
No doubt, you're going to have to win games in enemy territory, and one of those wins might have to come in a Game 7. To do the job, they're going to need a lot of mental toughness here.
Big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Ivy. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Duren with a screen on Ingram. And Duren slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Shed. That misses off the backboard. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The shot by Ivy, no good.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Ingram passes to Big Cat. Boom, he chips it straight down.
Nice work by Ingram. Keeping his eyes open, allowing him to find an opportunity for a teammate.
To Duren. Cunningham on the wing. Takes the 13-footer. Count it.
Nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Here's Big Cat. Here's Shed. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to Big Cat. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now, here's Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Thompson for 3. The offensive rebound. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. Thompson outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Big Cat. Barnes screen on Duren. Big Cat. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And here's Cunningham. And here's Ivy. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's denied. Onside, Barrett. Here's Ingram. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 6. rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Pass to Shed, and here is Ingram. Here's Big Cat. He's got 8. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Asar Thompson.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, he'll take it.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
Both free throws good for Ingram. And the Pistons with possession here. 6-point game. Came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected game. Big Cat gets the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Harris. Kick out to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Looks a big high bouncer goes in.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Here's Shed, covered by Cunningham. Detroit has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Toronto leading by 4. Pass to Big Cat. Here's Ingram. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leader. You look at Cunningham, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Big Cat.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Barnes. And Duran slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. Barrett wide open. He fires. It's good from long range.
Boy, that comfort level from three-point territory, that is something R.J. Barrett's continued to work on.
Pass to Duran. Harris looking it over. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12.
Leading by 5. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Big Cat out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Shed in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Inside, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Shed. Toronto needs to get off his shot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it's Detroit with the ball, trailing by 5. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. with it. Still without a basket. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And it's Ingram missing. Pistons trail by 5. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3 ball. Robinson's got 5.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
To the paint. Barnes passes to Big Cat. He gets it in there. 14 points for Big Cat.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Sasser. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. Sasser's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Down low, here's Big Cat out to Ingram. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pistons trail by 3. Pass to LeVert. Bo Stewart, nothing on the board. To the inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
The Raptors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. For 3, Ingram. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
For the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Ivy comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Ivy. Here's Holland. Cunningham for 3. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Well, Big Cat in their last game against Detroit had a huge game. He ended up with 37 points, and they can count on him to protect the rim. He was an enforcer in that one. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Toronto, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. That's good from Big Cat. Harris has checked in for the Pistons. No good on the second free throw. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. A rebound by Shed. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Big Cat. He's covered by Thompson. Big Cat, the pass to Barrett. No good from outside. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Big Cat. 17 points in the game. Count it. Barnes has got his first points of the game.
I'll tell you, that's tremendous concentration on your jumper. To have some contact and still make the shot, great job by Scotty Barnes.
Now, here's Cunningham, trailing by 4. Here's Harris. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work for the field. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
In the modern NBA, boy, you hunt down mismatches. That's a size disadvantage, and he takes advantage.
The Raptors shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the Pistons making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Pass to Cunningham. To Ivy. Off target from three-point range. Raptors leading by 7. In the corner, Barrett with it. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Ingram kicks to Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. Ivy defending. Big Cat. Some solid defense from Harris. Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Big Cat. He's got 20. To the middle. Out to Ingram. Pass to Shed. They grab their own miss. Here's Big Cat, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
For Detroit, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Robinson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Onside, Barrett. Big Cat, the pass to Barrett. Pass to Shed. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Barnes for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Oh, my goodness. What an answer from Scotty Barnes. Drills the comeback triple. Stop it.
Now Harris. The 3. Big Cat with the rebound. Big Cat's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The kick out to Barnes. Onside, Barrett. There's the screen. All sorts of time. Again, Toronto.
For a good offensive player, you've got to take what the defense gives you. RJ does just that. Settles into the mid-range.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams will make substitutions. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. And you look at Duren, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Big Cat, just 2 behind. For the first half of competitive games so far. The Raptors out in front. They're up by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Toronto Raptors.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Big Cat.
Done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the point.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Toronto leading by 6. There at the pass to Big Cat. Pass to Barrett. Stolen by Ivy. Now Thompson. He's covered by Ingram. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Pass to Ivy. And Thompson kicks to Harris. Now, here's Ivy. He's got 14. Offensive rebound. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Barnes looking around. 6 to shoot. Over Cunningham. Barnes can't get it to go.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's Harris. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Brings it up off the glass. Now just a 4-point Toronto lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the paint. Here's Big Cat. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Harris, bounce pass. Cunningham finds Harris. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, a piece of it. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Raptors leading by 6. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. As Ingram missing.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Harris outside. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Inside, here's Barnes. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Barnes has got 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Ingram passes to Big Cat. Here's Shed. Down low. It's stolen by Duren. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Pistons, Cunningham, shooting 1.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
A step back shot here. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. And finally they hit one. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Shoots from the right block. Second chance shot. And stolen by Barnes. Goes up. And the dunk by Barnes.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
To Duren. to Cunningham. Thompson outside, from outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Barnes. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 5. Bounce pass from Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. To the inside. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And Duren finishes inside. Duren's got 18 points.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Here's Shed. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. There's the one to Duren. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Big Cat. He's got 29 points. Fades away. Bank shot. No good.
My goodness, how about that, man? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
To the middle. And Duren slams it in.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the 2-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Here's Shed. Covered by Cunningham. Banked in off the glass. Shed's got 5 points in the quarter. Pistons trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about... And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Levert's checked in for Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Ivy.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Raptors trail by 4. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Big Cat. And he uses the glass on the layup. Big Cat's got 31 points. Now Cunningham. From deep 3-point land. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Pistons lead by 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Help him.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's Big Cat and Murray Boyles in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Levert from outside. Connects from 3-point range. Levert's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pistons. They set the pick. And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Pistons leading by 5. Right side, Barrett. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, with your 4th foul, you are going to have to be selective with how you guard and how physical you are.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Stewart. And here is Robinson. Garrett covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Holland. Offline with his 3. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. To the middle. Here's Big Cat, and he goes in for the dunk.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Now Robinson. Pass to Holland. Stewart is 3. Shoots from the line. Holland, no good.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Ingram outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Hollins kicks to Cunningham. Robinson against Barrett. Robinson passes to LeVert. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. Detroit, no good that time either. Raptors trail by 3. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for Holland. Here's Big Cat, guarded by Harris. And he gets the bucket. And that's now 35 points for Big Cat.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. LeVert the pass to Harris. Down low, here's Stewart. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Shed can't tie it up as that one misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
LeVert sets a screen for Stewart. Harris passes to LeVert. 4 on the shot clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 5-point Piston lead.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Pass to Big Cat. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Poeltl. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And that one, good. Cunningham's got 20 points.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
To the inside, Big Cat, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And here's Stewart. Cunningham right side. He can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Barrett, and again it's Toronto converting.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Cunningham, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Gutsy stuff in there by Cade.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
different look here for Detroit. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. And Ivy subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. They get it again. And stolen by Ivy. Inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
To the inside. Big Cat can't hit. Pistons leading by 5. Pass to Duran. Now here is Harris. He's covered by Ingram. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A three-pointer, no good. The Raptors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Harris's shot is off. Toronto's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's stolen by Duran. Cunningham kicks to Harris. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight. Raptors trail by 7. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thompson for the triple. Pass to Ivy. Buries the long-range jumper. Ivy's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Big Cat, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Ivy with it. Pass to Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Lock at 6. Got a hand on it. Now here's Ingram. And stolen by Thompson. Now here's Ivy. D right on him. Thompson outside. Duran sets the screen for Thompson. Back to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Purdy. Ivy passes to Thompson.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Sinks the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Big Cat. And he converts the layup. Big Cat's got 41.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Pass to Ivy. Harris outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Cunningham. Outside Harris. Can't connect from short range.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
down with two hands.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's deflected.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Now Barrett launches it. Cleared away by Ivy. Now Cunningham. And the three misses. Here's Big Cat, covered by Cunningham. Off the glass.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
Now Cunningham. Curran sets the screen for Cunningham. Now Harris. Shot from 12. The shot misses.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half. But
and another assist.
And this is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in the game. It has been a masterful performance. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Raptors.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Here's Ingram. Good! Lays it right in there.
Cool and calm. Brandon Ingram. Wow.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 11 points. Buries the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Another possession, another assist.
And would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
On one hand, it's astounding. On the other hand, well, we saw this coming almost from the opening tip.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Here's Big Cat. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And the Raptors making a change here. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. It's a one-point game. Here's Cunningham. For three. Knocks down the three.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good.
I mean, there's no doubting they deserve that technical. I'm just not sure it's a good decision to pick it up right now.
That's good from Cunningham.
You know, sometimes just standing up there by yourself, it takes even more focus to drain the technical, but he gets it done and adds to their lead.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
He is able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
It goes!
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
And so the Detroit Pistons win the series and will move on. They took the long road to get here, but they've done it. They're moving on to the conference finals, Greg, after a thrilling 7-game series and a win here in round 2.
And what a memorable series this was. So fitting that it came down to a Game 7, and now no rest for the weary. They've got to get right back to work.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals.
MP, quick question with love to ask MP.
Really good question.
Miss Conway.
Your season comes to an end in the second round. What more could you have done personally to avoid this premature exit?
I think we all wish we could have given more this series, but it's not always your year.
Are you disappointed with your performance on a personal level?
I gave this team everything I had. It wasn't enough, so I have to be better. But that's just extra motivation for the offseason. I plan on coming back better and as a more polished player.
Inspiring. Thank you.
Yes,
MP,
it is inspiring.
MP back
Next
here.
year.
Good game, MP.